there's a couple auctions this weekend locally. I'm sure there's a lot more than that, not locally. But I'm going to go cover this one right now. We're going to do an auction preview, the Tri-State sale in Elgin, Pennsylvania, at the old Corey Drive-In movie theater. See if they have any red power. Power hour. Well, why not start the festivities off with a diesel 1855 Oliver, and I think you're looking at a pushing 100 horsepower, if it isn't 100 horse. And small skins on there, 18434s. Got the Oliver claw 3-point arms on there. Dual remotes, actually. Okay, that one fell out of the bracket. No top link, but yeah, it's a Cat 2 all day. We balled on the skin there. Probably, I don't know, 15%, right in that range. I'm not crawling in there, but there's enough glass in there to not go barefoot. Let's just put it to you like that. Got the sweat box, but you shouldn't sweat too bad. And I don't see broken glass. So somebody replaced the window and didn't clean the glass up. That's what I'd do. Been a while since we've seen one of these sell. It's a 684, and the other one we saw sell was Lauk's auction down in Greenville way back in spring, and it was nasty. A lot of rain. I don't know if it was early May or what it was, but yeah, here's another one. And a lot of you guys commented on these tractors, 684s. You had them. Some of you guys had loaders on them. Some of you guys worked them haying. Not just saying. That looks like a 30-inch tire. Yep, Cat 2. One remote, 540 PTO. I'm walking fast. Tires match. Those are Titans. Yeah, that's an 18430. There you go. Torque amplifier. Yeah, she looks worked. They got a Massey 65 here, diesel, and these were the most desirable of this series. And I believe there was an 85 that nobody wanted, but they wanted the 65s. And the only thing with this, you have to check and see if they start it with ether or not. Might need just a little squirt of ether, and sometimes it takes about half a can. If that's the case, you need a rebuild. There you go. It's got a remote in the rear. These are nice little tractors. You know, this was the predecessor to the 165 Massey Ferguson, which also is a nice tractor, was and is. So what do we got? The high-low here. So it's going to be a 6-speed, basically. I mean, yeah. Here you go. Massey Ferguson 65. And I'm not going to cover the hours on most of these. It'd just be too time-consuming. Just in case you were wondering, this is a 1070. And pretty rough. Cab ain't in the best of shape, that's for sure. I don't know how you get this much rust on a tractor other than running it down the road in the salt like this. I mean, that's, you know, that's running it in the winter. Up here we salty roads, and man, it just eats. Firestones on there, 20.838s. Those are definitely in, you know, 75 to 80% tread shape at least. Dual remotes, 540 PTO. Top link looks maybe original. Yeah. Oh, these are Firestones. They're in really good shape. That's the highlight of the tractor, to be honest with you. These engines run and run and run. What's always scared me about the 70 series is the transmissions. And I know I go over it every time there's a 70 series for sale. There's something you can't do. You can't run the PTO and put it in reverse, or blows the tranny out. I don't know, but the engines in these are sound for sure. Here's a nice looking Ford 8700, probably 100 horsepower. Correct me if I'm wrong. Got Titans on their rear end, and we'll do a check. Got the ROPS. Yep, nice tractors. Nice looking tractors. Got a little tear in the front. Somebody got carried away. Yeah, big platforms. Big old platforms. I mean, a matching seat. I gotta say that's probably not original. It's like a Tractor Supply special. But yeah, it'll Titans. Those are, well, that's gonna be 18438, 480 80R38s. But yeah, you know, for a 100 horse tractor, that's definitely, I wouldn't go smaller than that. 540, dual remotes, and Cat 2, looks like. Yeah, I mean, now there ain't much tread on them tires, to be honest with you. I mean, they're, you know, this one here, the plow side, is about as flat as a pancake. And I don't mean flat as far as pneumatically flat. It's flat like it needs to take a visit to the rubber plant. So yeah. And this one's probably 10%, and that one's about 15. So yeah, hurting for certain. But yet the tractor's probably pretty decent. Without hearing it run, I'll never know. Ooh, John Deere's mistake tractor here. This is a 2010. And from what I hear, the hydraulics on these were turds. Yep, 540. Somebody was doing a little bit of monkeying there. Single remote. I mean, if you had like, boy, this is rough. See, rough. I mean, they're rough when they are in good shape, but this is rough. Rough McGruff. Well, there's a Case 495, and I can't remember if PA Farms, I don't even know if you upload anymore. Doubt you're watching this video, but I can't remember if PA Farms had a loader on their 495 or what the deal was. A little dinker tire. I mean, those could be 28s. Firestones. Rubbed wrong. These balls look like Cat 2s. Sheesh. Yeah, dual remotes. Yeah. Trailer hitch. Light hitch. 540. And I don't know the backstory on this whatsoever. I'm going to look at the tag here. Okay. Yeah, you know, generally speaking, you know, when they're yellow like that, industrial yellow, probably the township or state or whatever had them. And we're missing one. You can see the old tire marks. Well. What do we got here? We got red power. Nissan 806. Pickup sticks. And rumor on the street is it's got a weak clutch. Well, it's got a weak clutch. I'm willing to bet it has a weak TA. And you can see clearly some assembly required. But it's an 806. You know. Let's see, what are we looking at? Yeah, 34s on there. Decent, you know, decent tread left. 1,000 and 540. It does come with its own vegetation. Single remote. Yeah, oh, it's got a bunch of stuff up there. I'll bet this was a loader tractor. Doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Looks like it's set up for clamp-on duals there. Got the rings. Yeah. Plug in. And who knows, you know, it may run like a top. Looks like somebody might have changed out the filter there. Yeah, again, the only thing I really, the reason I like the 56 better than the 06 series is because of the platform. I mean, Oh, you know, somebody said, oh, you can get platform extensions for those. Yeah, you can, you know. Yeah, you can. You know, I mean, brakes feel, you know, tight with my hand, but over there, that fender's rusted out, and, you know, you'd have to hunt sheet metal down for it, no doubt about it. But, yeah, you're going to have to split it, clutch it, do the TA, and hope everything shifts. I'd get, we're loose as a goose. I was gonna say, I would get the bracket for that, shifter bracket. Huh. Yeah, you know, she'd been rode hard and put away wet and bare naked wet. So there you go, 806. Well, it's an 895 Case IH, and it says U.S. Army on it. So I don't know. One thing about the Army, they usually take care of stuff. I mean, as far as the maintenance goes, if you don't, you get written up. 16928 little dinkers. Huh. These are weird. They almost look homemade. Alright, 540. Cap on that bottom one. I have no idea what that even means. I don't want to know. Remotes out the wazoo. Yep, 895. U.S. Army. Cavalry. There's a little cute little sucker, a little 364. Again, if you had 5 acres or something like that to work and you needed to brush hog, or you could even put a couple bottom plow on here and plow or something. It's fine. It's diesel. You know, he's got the flipped up, got the high-low range here. You know, yeah. Nice skins on there. Yeah. If it runs as good as it looks, it should bring some money, or at least what it's worth. Yeah, 540. It's got a remote too, so it's, you know, I mean, you can pull a grain drill with it. Whatever you wanted to do. Great big, well, this is a diesel, so I guess you call this a separator, not a sediment bowl. That's big. I mean, you could eat a bowl of cereal out of that thing. Like, no joke. Dylan Volk. Doggone it all. I don't think those are original lights. Correct me if I'm wrong. 364. Ooh, this is going to be the rough one in the bunch. The turd in the punch bowl. Allis-Chalmers D17. Jamaican Queen gas job. And usually you don't see gas jobs that are beat. You know, the only way you see gas jobs that are beat is if they were just left out for decades. But usually these were ran pretty lightly, but this one doesn't look ran pretty lightly. And it does look left out. I mean, it's got the, here we go again, the caribou lichens. And that's what they feed on. And if you don't know that, well, your 7th grade science teacher robbed you of critical information. It looks like it's got a single up here, one way, 540, rust prevention program, for sure. Yeah, there you go, old D17, need parts tracker. Of course, I can't sit here and tell you what part you'd pull off here and it would work, but that ain't my call, that's yours. Old 4430, it's pretty sought after. I know somebody with a 4440, and he loves it because he's a John Deere guy, so he's going to love it. There you go. We'll walk around the back here, and those are 20.838s. Not really any tread left on them at all. And they're cupping on the inside. They're wore on the inside. Probably ran it down the road. But this one over here isn't quite as bad. So yeah, 3 remotes. Looks Cat 3-ish. This is probably gonna go what? 130 horsepower? Right in that range, I'm guessing. Yeah, it looks like possibly this was just replaced. This tire was just put on here. There you go. And this was changed September 1st, 21. So call it a year ago. Depending on the hours, that's fine. You know, ran the thing for 100 hours. Oh, there's something on the tag there. AC works, pump reworked, set at 175 horsepower at 1200 hours. Also, okay. So set at 175 horsepower. That means the pump's turned up. And that means you ain't gonna keep fueling this thing really that easy. Because a 4430 to me is, I don't believe it's anywhere near 175 out of the factory. Oh, E3 co-op. And the first co-op I'd ever seen sell was down at WTC, and I had no idea that they were as cool as they actually are. Made in Canada. And I don't know if this was made by, like, Cockshop made these or what the skinny is on them. But, yep. She ain't gonna run. At least somebody was smart enough to do that. I mean, how hard is it? Put something over the stinking exhaust, you know? And then they left wire or plugs in the holes, so that was a smart move. 13.638s, big tall skinny things, no big footprint on there, no remote, no nothing. It's just a Polar. I mean, at the end of the day, you're looking at, I don't know, 2-3 bottom trailer plow. I don't know what the E3s carry as far as horsepower. Based on the looks of it, I'm gonna guess 30 horse. Rain pump. Okay. Yeah, I mean that carburetor's about a Farmall H size, and an H is 26. So, the thing I do like is this big, deep sediment bowl, same size as you'll find on an M, but that carb's the same size as you'll find on an H. Marvel Schebler. That's what I just put on the A. So there you go, E3 co-op. Oh, you pumpkin heads, 70, 60, and I don't think you have anything bad to say about these tractors. I've never heard anything bad about them. Somebody chrome stacked it. Just somebody's pride and joy at one time. Yeah, I'm not going to check the hours. If they're that impressive, they'll list it on the tag. Trust me, if there's 2,000 hours on this, that's going to be a selling point. So, and it looks like an original top link, dual remotes, Cat 3. What are we looking at? 130, 140 horse, dualed out, and they're not clamp-ons either. So, yeah. And those 1, 2, 3. Yeah. There you go. And I don't know, 7, 10, 15? That would be a minute. like 7 years minute type deal and stuff. But yeah, there you go. It don't look, you know, I mean, don't look horrible. I'm not an AC guy, but there you go. And we come around here, same with a turbo. So same as what? Same as a Massey Ferguson, same as a Deutz. I believe these are now made in Italy. I don't know where this one originally was from. I was always under the impression the very original sames were made in like Korea or something, and they were copying the Massey Fergusons. But I don't know anything about one. I'd never buy one in 20,000 years. I'd probably take one for free. 20.838s. Good years. Same good year. Long time. Got something weird going on there. 540 and 1,000. Dual remotes. I don't know. I always say if it's blue, it's for you, but I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. So if it's blue, it ain't for you. Same. I think they're made in Italy now. I don't know if maybe they were always made in Italy. I don't know. This was originally sold out of Ed Bartosik Agri Sales and Service out of West Springfield, Pennsylvania. Huh, okay. Pretty sure they don't exist now, but they did then. Same. Buffalo 130. And oh, the zebra. We saw a zebra sell down at WTC. It was about 2 sizes up from this. This is also a diesel. Looks to be in good shape, you know. I mean, somebody took the time and put some new hoses on there and stuff. HR puff and stuff. Yeah, 1 remote. You know, 540 PTO. It's a useful tractor. I mean, and I can't remember who makes Zebra either. I think it was I want to say it was a pretty credible company, but you might have me there too. Let's see what we got on the tag. Nope. Yeah, and then a Ford, and I don't know what this is. I don't. I know it's blue and for you. That's what I know. This part's blue, yellow. You just have to stomach. Yeah. Somebody's gonna know. 13628s, little dinkers. You know, 540. No remote. You know, it would be the 9N or a 2N or something like that. It'd be better than that. Gasser. Got a little, I don't know, not a massive carb. I wouldn't say this tractor's over 35 horsepower, but I would say this tractor is for sale on Saturday. Right here at, oh man, what's it even called? Tri-State auction. There you go. Yeah, and he's got a few trucks here for sale. First thing you do if you're in Pennsylvania at an auction is you come and you look in the, I guess as you face the truck, the lower right corner of the windshield, and that's your inspection sticker. And we don't just check gas caps for emissions here. It's suspension, brakes. I mean, even your horn has to work, lights, safety issues. But that's inspected till next year. Chevy. This one's run out already, so I don't know. I mean, I'm just gonna buzz through these. Little Danger, 4-wheel drive, looks to be early to mid 90s model. That's inspected for almost another year. Basically, what is it? It's a street legal side-by-side, essentially, glorified. If you want to have a lot of money in the bank, drive a Ford Ranger. No $900 truck payment goofiness. Yep, there you go, another Chevy. And that's inspection's still good. Whew. That looks like a late 80 model F-150. Well, here's a 510 grain drill, and it does have the double disc openers. Most of these that you see at auction for sale have the single disc, but this doesn't. And from a very, very quick glance, it looks okay. Looks okay. You know, I don't buy paint, never did, never will. But yeah, it's looking the grass seeder. I mean, doesn't exactly look like they've been used in a while, but get a shot back in there, clean your tubes out. It does have the tubes there. Looks like it's been left out with the Randy moss growing there. Truck tires on there look like, I don't know, 1020s. What's your 1020, Big Daddy? Yeah, all these hoses are there. Somebody planted beans with it, because that's what you see in the chutes right there, some soybeans. And they used it, it looks like they used it this year. Huh. Yeah, again, I'm looking at it from a very fast perspective, and I don't know, it doesn't have press wheels or nothing here, or chain drag, so it looks to me like they fabricated something to drag and cover their beans. The press wheels are just nice, and you're going to get those on the 5100s. I mean, it don't look rotted out, but boy, it smells like shit. To be honest with you, it really does. I'm going to go on this side and look here. But having said that, it looks usable. You know, other than I would probably buy chain drags like what I got on mine, and they do work. Not like press wheels, but I don't know. Somebody will probably buy this for, oh, 2,500 bucks. 18 hole, by the way. Yeah, look at this deuce and a half old army truck. And I couldn't tell you the amount of times I've ridden in the back of these things, nut to butt, just doing training exercises or whatever. I mean, if you were lucky, you got on one of the benches, but if you weren't, you just sat on the floor, lined up on the floor as you dismounted. If we went to chow or something, you know, if I'm the guy on the ground already, guy stepping down, I take his leg, put his foot right in there, I walk away, go to stack arms, somebody stays with the weapons, first man up that finishes eating, he relieves the man with the weapons, and there you go. Yep, I don't miss a lick of it. There's a 1660 axial flow, and leave it up to Ray, man. He's always got Case International combines for sale, and this one looks like it looks good. Okay, and I think there's 35-ish 100 hours on it. I don't know if these 1660s go, you know, engine and separator hours difference, or if they're just one fell swoop. And it looks like it's got a little buddy seat right there, old school. Yeah, but there you go, old 1660. Yeah, sold out of Indiana. So we'll get the backstory on this. Yeah, you can get these combines pretty reasonable. I mean, this combine here, if it's as operable as it looks, yeah, 25,000 bucks. What they'll get you on are the heads. You know, it's like 25, 10. You know, it's like, sheesh. But yeah, this would be one for the ages here. Cool machine. Well, there you go, Ghost. I think you were talking the other day, or whenever we talked. Yeah, so it was the other day, even if it was a year ago, other day. You'd like to have a TW30. Well, there's one here. I don't know. Looks like somebody brush painted it up there, but it's paint, you know. I mean, paint's the least of your worries with these older machines. And 20.838 Cat 3 hitch, 1000 PTO, at least dual remotes. Looks like triples, triple, double, double, triple, triple, like in basketball. Yeah, it's got your AC up there, no sweat box effect for you. And if it's blue, it's for you. Just come on over and overpay for a TW30. And I don't know what yellow tags mean. They may just tag everything yellow. I assume there's a reserve on most of this stuff. Yep. Mahindra, John Deere 2755, Massey Ferguson 3645, 5220 John Deere, 6140D John Deere, and a couple auctions ago we saw the 6115D almost sell, had the loader, got up to 52,500, and the guy wanted 55,000, and he should have wanted that because at, I don't know, 2,300 hours, it's worth that all day, at least on the market. Got an Allis-Chalmers G here, and you know, the funny thing is I'd never even seen one until this year. At an online only, it was Peterson's auction, online only, up in New York State, and since then it's been like a plague of Allis-Chalmers G's, and these are pretty handy. You know, you're a vegetable farmer, and they were designed for cultivation, just like it is when you have a vegetable farm and need to cultivate. Kind of pricey. Yeah, I've seen these things go for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Get the right two guys bidding, and that's what's gonna happen. I can't imagine riding it all day long though. And it looks like Well, that's going to be a Woods 42C. That's what's on the bottom of my Cub. And, okay. Yeah, but anyways, I was saying, riding these things all day, you got your foot resting on the pedals or up here on these things. Either way, all day long. You definitely want a pad on that thing, man. Yeah, there you go. Allis-Chalmers G. Probably go for a few G's. Well, there's a Farmall Cubby. Front blade, Woods 42C belly mower, painted red. Doesn't run. Darn hard to get running. Unless the engine's completely shot and froze up. But even then, you can get these things running. There ain't much to them. Yeah, little Cub. Yeah, pulling. Got the ball hitch on the back jack. Huh. It's funny, I'm missing these, the shoes that actually, let me see if they're on the other side here. Yeah, I could use those on mine. These shoes, somebody took the ones off of mine, so yeah, there you go. Non-running Cub, lots of parts on there. There's some rear wheel weights for, oh, I don't know, an A. I actually have a set of these on my A, and I am telling you, these are heavy. They're a minimum of 100 and, I'm going to tell you 100 pounds, but I think I heard one time they're 130, but yeah, it takes a man to lift them. Well, check this out. I always talk about Deere in the rear. How about a John Deere 3200 416 trailer plow? I think my 756 would pull this. I'd have to load the rears though. Throw something in there, windshield wiper fluid or something. All the Kohlers match. That did everything good. Auto reset. Got the extensions, cover boards are all good. Points look good. Yeah, this field ready. Doesn't have a cylinder, but I got a couple beastly cylinders in the barn that would fit this. That'd be interesting to see. The old gas 756. I pulled a lot with a gas 656, so I don't know why a 7 wouldn't. 416s. More Deere in their rear opportunities. We got a 5-foot set of offsets, and boy, these things would pull like 16 footers. Yeah, good shape, good hoses. Got the original John Deere cylinder. Yeah, I don't know if the M would pull these or not. 7 would. It'd give the M all it wanted, and then some. I suppose you could feather. Got duals there. Duals there. I mean, they look like about 20s, these blades. Everything's there, all the parts and pieces. This is actually not in bad shape at all. You know, bearings seem great on this. Huh. Oh, they even replaced the outer tire there. Check that out, the old offsets. It tears some ground up. Got a TR70, TR96 combine there, New Holland. Rave reviews about them. I mean, you know, do these ones need work? I don't know. Buy one and find out.